One of my own clients is facing this in a very bad way, but everyone has it to some extent. The communication with your ex, so especially texting, that can really be intrusive. We're also addicted to texting, and you get that dopamine boost every time you hear that you have a text. So it's really hard not to read a text, right? I mean, we're human. We know that somebody's trying to reach us, and it's a knee-jerk reaction. But what do you do when your ex is taking advantage of that and he uses texting to harass you, to continue to control you, to undermine you, or like creepy sexting things, or I've kind of seen it all. So here's some advice around that. Whenever there's an issue, what do? You look at the different forks in the road. Which way should you go? What are your options? And then you play those out and figure out which one feels the best to you, right? Or what the best outcome would be. So the first thing you could do, the first option, is to take legal action. You can get the courts involved. You can go to the police and say that this is harassment. All right, so let's play that out. What happens then? It could cost money. You could have to go to court over it. It's not this. I don't know that it's a smart. I mean, if it's really harassment or threats, then yes, the police need to be involved. But like if in this case the sexting, like, oh, don't you miss me? Don't you want to have sex with me? Kind of texts. I don't know if you want to go that route. Okay, but that is certainly one route you could go. The second route is you can block his number. You have control over that. The downside is you're also not going to be getting any texts if something actually did happen with your kids while on his watch. And I know a lot of moms don't feel comfortable not letting the ex-husband have access to her at all, because you're a mom and you go to that place where, what if something happened? I want to be available. I want to be the first one to know. All right, so that might not work for you either, but it's an option. The third is to totally ignore it. Now, this takes a ton of willpower, but if you get some support, you can get there, where I know you hear that ding and you want to read it. But I do have some clients who have the self-control not to read the text. They forward it to me and I read it. Doesn't bother me, right? It's not my situation. So I can just distill it, and I can let my client know if there's anything that she needs to know about. If there's any real information, or is it all harassment or just emotional control or whatever. Now, if you don't have a divorce coach to do that for you, then you might have a friend or relative or somebody very close to you who might be able to do it. Now, in that scenario where you're sharing the text, I think it's a great way to have control if your ex knows that you're sharing these texts. That might just stop them from happening. Say, yeah, I have a good friend who I'm sending all these to because I won't read them. And I just want to know if there's any information. So you don't know who this is, but somebody's reading all the texts. They're yours to share. He's texting them to you. There's nothing that says you can't share them, right? So I think that might just stop it. All right, those are the three options. Play them out in your mind, figure out which one seems best, and do what works for you.